Today we're in Main Street of Salem, New Hampshire, and with me right now is Dr. Azar Korbey, and we're going to talk a little bit about not only your background, but a little bit about this building that you redid.
Well, Larry, I'm a family doctor. I've been in town for almost 30 years.
Yep.
And board-certified family doctor. We have a fairly good-sized practice here in Salem. And we cover family practice, internal medicine, pediatrics, and we have an extended hours clinic, on-site laboratory, pharmacy, and just a full-service family practice. About 3 years ago, when this building right across the street from my current building went up for auction, we thought it might be a good opportunity for us. So we were very fortunate to win the building at auction, and we'd always been looking across the street at this building with longing in our eyes for many years.
Yes,
because it was a beautiful old historic building. And so we teamed up with Stonehill builders, who were just terrific with us. We restored the building, the exterior of the building, to almost identical to what it was in 1876 or thereabouts, and then fixed all the inside to be modern medical offices and residential.
Very good. Could you go into a little more detail into the background of this building?
The building was first built in 1876, and it was called Schoolhouse number 6.
Okay.
And then about 1894, it burnt down, and they rebuilt it in 1895. And hence you see in the building, they have 1895 on the cornerstone, but 1876 up at the top of the building. So we sort of got both dates there. And Robert Frost's mother taught here, and Robert Frost himself was a student here. So somewhere around the turn of the century, I guess, they changed the name to the old Frost School. And then it remained a school till the early part of the century, and then it became the courthouse for Salem around 1940 to 1950, somewhere around there. Stayed at courthouse till they built the new courthouse around 1970, and then became private offices.
How long and what did you have to go through to reconstruct this?
Well, we first went to the town museum, got all the old pictures. We wanted to try to maintain the building in as close to its historic structure as we could.
Yeah. Right.
So we wanted to maintain, you can see on the building, there were medallions on the walls, there were the archways, there were keystones, all the trim work. Everything you see on the exterior of this building is almost identical, as close as we could get to when it was first built.
It is beautiful.
So you can see the scallop work on the siding.
Yeah. Oh,
well,
yes,
that was original the way it was, and we tried to find something that would match that. Well, in this day and age, with siding, they didn't make that. I wanted the building to be sort of maintenance-free, so everything is as maintenance-free as we could, but we couldn't find anything to match that scallop. So Stonehill builders took their carpenters, and they actually cut every single piece of wood individually. On the all 4 pieces individually cut. It was a lot of work, and truly a labor of love. And the guys who worked in this building, I think, really enjoyed working on it.
Oh, that's great. How about furnishings or anything like that, the inside, interior? Well,
as we were demolishing the building, the interior, we found all kinds of crawl spaces, and we found old liquor bottles in the crawl spaces. We found a map of the United States from the turn of the century. And it just so happens that one of the former principals of the school lives in the neighborhood, and he had in his garage an original desk from around the turn of the century, which we actually have in one of the hallways. And we actually have a curio cabinet in one of the hallways with a lot of the old artifacts, the old nails we found out of the building, all handmade nails and everything else. It was pretty interesting.
Sounds good. Hey, I'm really interested in taking a little bit of a tour. Can we do that?
Absolutely. Okay. Happy to show it to you.
Excellent.
Now we're on the inside of the restored 19 Main Street, the old Robert Frost School. And this main floor is going to be our primary care medical clinic. We built it all brand new and all custom. We designed it to have ease of use and ease of flow for patients. And we designed the colors and to be a nice, comfortable place to come, so it's not a typical sterile doctor's office where you just have all whites and blacks. It's for handicapped accessibility into the office space. And then as we move down here, we have our nursing station, and where we nurses can get their paperwork done and prepare some vaccines and things like that. And we have basically 6 exam rooms here, and here's a typical exam room that we have. Every room is computerized, has printers, full access to all of the electronic medical record. More exam rooms. This is actually one of our treatment rooms, exam and treatment. And then coming around the back, we have our own pharmacy on site. So when you come and you need to get medications, you can get the majority of your medications right here through our office. And this is the same both on this side of the street and at our other practice across the 22 Main Street. On-site laboratory and medications for you.
Well, Dr. Korbey, thank you very much for this tour. It's a work of art, of course. And perhaps you can give us some contact information for those who would like to get a hold of you.
Great. Well, thanks, Larry. It was a pleasure. And as I said, this building was a labor of love from everybody who was involved in the construction, all the way from the design all the way to the construction of the building.